Hey guys, BJ here. We are a week into Heirs of the Omen expansion and the meta is starting to settle. One of the new decks, I guess you could call it a new archetype really, is what we're calling Loot Sword, or Treasure Royale is more like the Japanese version. And it's really making use of all of the new loot cards and mechanics that have been added to Swordcraft. Now, in this video, we're going to go through a deck that is seriously a tier 1 deck. It is terrorizing ladder right now. I think Swordcraft, because of this deck, have got more people to the sort of highest rank of Grandmaster than any other faction. It's fast to play and it is super powerful and it's able to beat down from a high level of health. So what we're going to do in this video is show you exactly what that top tier deck looks like. We're going to talk a little bit about how to use the deck and obviously show off some live gameplay. If you like the sound of that, hit that like and subscribe. And other than that, thanks for all the support and let's jump on into the deck. Now, there are about 3 slight variances of the deck. Some are playing like the 8-costed Storm unit at the end. But this is actually a deck that I got from, I think it was Rika, who is one of the top players, top Japanese pro players on the pro circuit. And I'm really kind of liking this deck, this version. So let's just go through the cards first of all, and then we'll talk about it. You know, mulligans and strategies as we go. So first of all, we got 2 quick bladers. Obviously quite nice to have 3, but I think we had to be a bit ruthless on making a few cuts here. So we did go down to 2. If we can get this off on the first turn, then we're off to a great start because we can start getting a little bit of chip damage, which just makes our end game really terrorizing, quite frankly. We do run the new Lair of Usurpation. Now, for those who don't know, you basically play this card for 1, and then you can engage it at no additional cost, right? That will destroy it, and when you do, you can basically select a mode, and you can choose like 2 of the 4 treasures, and it's pretty good because you can go, okay, I've already got the goblet and the boot, so I can obviously get the blade and necklace or vice versa. And the other thing that's quite nice is the way that this works is you can kind of leave it on the board. You don't have to, you know, you pay the 1 cost, but you don't have to necessarily engage straight away. So it allows you to dig into your deck and kind of like see what you get and see how things unfold. Also means that you can keep your hand space free. So it's almost like you're able to store 2 treasures like on the board rather than in hand. So it's actually got a little bit of almost genius but subtle card design, this one as well. So yeah, really nice 1-drop. We're running 2 copies of that. Now we also run 2 copies of the new Returning Slash, and this card is one of the ways that we can fuse our loot cards. There are 3 main uses for the loot cards. There's the Returning Slash. There is the Congruent of Usurpation, where we can actually play the cards out, don't even have to loot them, and this thing will do 3 damage to each follower. Or obviously we can fuse them with Sincero, and Sincero obviously wants 1 of each of the 4, and then when he does that, basically he'll do 4 AoE damage when you play him on Fanfare, and if you Super Evo, he'll then do another 4 as well. And not only will he do 4 to the board, or 8 to the board if you Super Evo, but he'll also do 8 to face. So a guaranteed 8 damage to face. Really cool. Okay, so carrying on, we have got 3 Lance Troopers. We've got 3 of each of the new 2-drops, Supplicant of Usurpation. And again, that gives us Necklace and Blade. And then we've got the Devotee of Usurpation, which gives us Boots and Goblet. So these are important because they get kind of even each other out, right? You need all 4. They've both got 2 of them. So we do run a couple of copies of Vals. Obviously, really good to play on 6 and just often Evo and just kind of make that threat on board to kind of like, you know, if your opponent's got no way of dealing with an ambush, then obviously you're going to have a really threatening kind of Albert or Sincero to follow, or even Odin. We do run 3 copies of Octrice. Now, Octrice you really want to keep in your opening hand, because if you can play this on turn 3, then its crest begins the 8-drop countdown really early in the game. And that means you're much more likely to actually get the Remnant of Hollowness, which basically does 4 damage between all enemies. And if there's no followers on the board, that means it will do 4 damage to face, giving you even more reach damage, which is absolutely ridiculous. So you can think you've got 4 from that. Then we have got The congruent of usurpation, we already talked about this. This is really important for clearing the board, making use of your loot cards. And of course, 3 copies of Zirconia, because it's Zirconia. It's just one of the most broken cards. And main targets for an Evo early on. Now, we do run 2 copies of the Luminous Mage. This is a tech choice in this deck. A lot of people are not running this. Like I said, some might run a single copy of the 8-drop, and you could run a 3rd Quick Blader if you don't want to run them. But I kind of just like having a proactive, problematic unit like board, right, that our opponent has to deal with. And it doesn't actually require any loot setup. Sometimes you have these like awkward hands where you're waiting to do something with your loot cards. I think Luminous Mage just kind of fills that gap quite nicely. So yeah, 2 copies of that are in. 3 copies of Albert, 2 copies of Amelia. I do find that you run out of cards with this deck, so Amelia is really good for for drawing through the deck. Obviously, the 3 copies of Sincero, and then we've got 3 Odins and a single copy of Ravening Tentacles. Now, as I say, in the early mulligan, we really want to be looking for Octrice, we really want to be looking for Quick Blader, and probably 1 or 2 of our 2-drops as well, right? The usurpation guys are really good because then we start to get loot cards into play. And of course, if we're going second, we definitely want to be looking for Zirconia because it's just such a powerful Evo on turn 4. And yeah, other than that, it's kind of like pretty standard stuff. Like if you're playing against Haven, yeah, if you're playing Haven, you probably want to keep an Odin, to be honest. But other than that, I think that's pretty safe bets with the mulligan. All right, so as I said, guys, this is really a top-tier deck, so it's a great one to build towards if you want to like climb ladder pretty consistently. I think it'll do okay in tournaments as well. So with that said, let's jump into some gameplay now and see how it does on the ladder. Alrighty, so we're up against Runecraft. So nice that we've got the Sincero. We definitely want to keep that. We've got the Octrice, which is good. And we've actually found our 2-drops as well. So this is a pretty nice start, pretty good hand. We're just going to skip turn 1. I like to put the 2-1 down first when I've got a choice between this and the 1-2, especially against Rune. If it was Forestcraft, maybe the other way around, but I think against Rune, this is really good. We want to get that pressure, get that damage on. And straight into Octrice, and you can see down here in the left, the crest is now on. When this thing gets down to 0, that's when we'll get the Remnant of Hollowness, which gives us the 4 damage. Hollowness. Now, important to note, you can only fuse once with a card in 1 turn, so you can't, like, for example, I've made this mistake where I've gone with Sincero to, like, fuse a card, then I play a card, and then I get more loot cards, and I go to fuse again, and then you can't, right? So you got to remember you can only actually do it once per turn. And you want to be thinking about your hand size at all times as well, especially where you've got cards on the board like this, where they've got a last words ability. A little bit unfortunate there that we had to leave a 6-1 up, but we did have the full health, and this is a really nice congruent, right? Every time we use a fuse, we deal 3 damage. Notice if you fuse more than 1 card, you still only do 3 damage. It's 3 damage per fuse, not per like how many things you fuse, if that makes sense.
This starving world begs for me.
Wait, that's mine.
The Lord Commander.
Okay, we're going to Zirconia here. Take this out without taking any damage back. Down comes Octrice for digging for a second Remnant of Hollowness. And what you're waiting for is like these pretty big boards, like a Q1 board, for example, is a nice turn to answer with Sincero. This is such a good board clear.
The tribulations continue. I yield. Not all is lost.
So we can see we've got all 4 lined up on the loot. So it is good to go. Just make sure if you've got more than 1 Sincero in hand that you do check that you got the right one. It's really easy to get a little bit mixed up there. And with the Super Evo, we clear the hollowness, and we had a gilded blade for that final point of damage. GG. Alrighty, so we got a bit of Dragoncraft next.
Absolute zero. It comes for you.
Keep the lair, keep the Sincero, and the Flashblader to get us off to the races. Definitely going to play the Luminous and just continue the board pressure.
Only frost blooms in my dominion.
Well, it's getting late here, guys. Down comes Phylene. Now we're getting the pieces in place because we have got the Congregant of Usurpation in hand, so we want to be able to obviously benefit.
What's happening to me?
Give me more!
To the victor goes the spoils.
Winter descends.
This blade shall forge our path.
So we probably should have used... Well, we didn't actually have the player points to play the boots, did we? So Luminous Mage, and we're going to Evo a Knight. That'll clear the big fighter here. We're happy to leave the other one because he's only got 2 health. It's probably going to trade in with a warded unit.
Good little dove should be in bed by now.
Farewell, beast.
Understanding is the first.
So we're just going to do the ambush. Use the Evo to just push damage.
Unmatched across sky and sea. Without equal. Beyond comparison. We are the dragon.
Again, I think Guy used another really nice target for the Sincero, right? Sincero, just make sure we get all 4.
My condolences, you chumps.
Down you come, deal you 4 damage, super Evo, and you finish again. It's such a powerful card, especially when you're following it up with Odins and Alberts, etc. Hey guys, just want to say a massive thank you to every one of you who has supported the channel so far. It makes a huge difference and I really appreciate it. I started this channel because I wanted to make the kind of things that I wanted to see as a gamer. So if you've got any suggestions, do let me know down below in the comments. And of course, if you haven't yet done so, then why not support the channel by hitting that thumbs up below or subscribing for future content. Let's get back to the video. Okay, so the Haven Craft, is it going to be Crest?
It's a game. Enjoy yourself.
So we're going to drop down the layer. I mean, honestly, I don't think there's really any need to engage at this point, but
To the shores of victory.
not really sure why I did. Maybe I got a bit trigger happy. But yeah, you should probably think about, like, there is a benefit to not engaging. There's also a slight risk, but not on turn 1, so you just got to kind of weigh that up. Walk right into that blinding light.
Give me that. It's mine. Dream to sin, wake to atone.
Repent.
Pretty sure he's going to attack here.
There will be your salvation.
Correct.
Mine.
We fear the dark because it let me aid you.
Burn bright.
So we trade 1 Evo Knight in.
Tribulations shall continue.
I guess we're hoping that something might be left for Zirconia here.
Brace yourself.
But not after the Guardian of Water comes down.
Don't even leave the dust behind. The Lord Commander.
Play the 2-drop and then Zirconia, which is always nice on 6.
Reason.
To the shores of victory.
Nap time.
Now, has he got the will that he has? But this is where, against Haven, you really want to have that Odin lined up.
It is futile.
Yeah, he's going to take the 6-1 out.
will fall. Disperse in the light.
So this is one of the things about this deck, is that similar to the old mid-range deck, like you can have games where the loot is almost irrelevant. Like there's no Cincero here. We haven't done anything fancy. We just sort of built a board and played on tempo. And you can have games exactly where that happens. You just play on curve, you curve out into your Odins, and you just win the game. GG.
Victory is mine.
GG, my friend.
Light be the pavilion.
Alrighty, we got some runecraft.
Frostbite ready.
Hurry up!
Always feels good playing the Quick Blader into one of the Usurpation 2-drops.
Elements rage.
Nice. And pick up the lair, so we can just drop that now. Again, a little bit trigger happy, not really needing to kind of do that just yet.
The spark of knowledge. Help is here.
To the shores of victory!
So we're kind of begging the question of, has he got the AoE? But he has.
Spark of knowledge. It's mine.
So I think we're just going to go proactive on the Zirconia.
Burn bright.
Reason.
To the shores of victory!
This starving world begs for me.
Solidify.
Chew and swallow. I yield.
It's gotta be the cutest.
Card's such a good answer to anything aggro. So we're actually going to go ahead and try and set up the ambush. A lot of Runecraft players at the minute are dropping the AoEs, right? They're dropping the Williams, they're dropping the Flame. So this play is actually very good for Sword right now against Rune, whereas traditionally it would have just got taken out by one of those AoEs.
Don't move.
Crawl like the vermin you are.
And again, we've got that nice big Q on board. That feels like a Cincero turn if we can do it. So obviously just you want to always check that you're fusing the right things. You're not fusing duplicates.
Disperse in the light.
Even your lives are mine.
You'll win. My loss.
And that's all she wrote. Okay, so final game.
Of my will.
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment if you spot any misplays or any alternative play lines that you think would be good. Always enjoy
Hear the good word.
learning, solving the riddles together in chat. It's great. So keep it coming.
The dust behind.
And we do find the 2-1. So has he got... Oh, okay. Dark Haven. So we're still not sure at this stage exactly what type of Haven we're playing.
Behind.
So you can... There are some Crest versions that play this, but
Rest.
it could, of course, be a Storm Amulet version. It could be Ward.
Give me that. It's mine. Give me more.
Now, the reason why we're fusing here is that you've got to calculate the 2 last words treasures, right? So that's an extra 2 cards. And then obviously the card that you're going to draw. So we needed to be down to 6 cards here to avoid overdrawing.
Rage tempest. Roar
I kind of make a call here to just kind of go aggro with Albert and just kind of ignore the 6-3. It's like, what's he going to do? He can't hit us in the face with a 6-3 here. And even if he does, it's not that big a deal.
Guide us.
Leave me alone.
Oh, if I don't get it back.
So,
If I don't get it back.
do we find the Odin? We don't find the Odin this time.
The Lord
Let's actually go with the Zirconia play.
Hell beast.
Reason.
To the shores of of victory.
My burden to bear.
Make the trade. We can't clear it all, unfortunately. But we are on full health.
Oh, guiding light.
And he's kind of like got a bit of an issue here
Carry no weight.
with the board state that he needs to clear.
Not all is lost.
You cannot run. Give me that.
Aha, we can play the congruent. Don't forget this gives you 2 treasures as well. And at each one you play, you're basically getting 3 damage. So only to followers, not to face, but still. Really great way of clearing. He finds the Madison.
Driving me insane.
The maddening Benison.
We fear the dark because it let me aid you.
Now he has had to play this one like what I'm almost calling like naked, which means it will actually do 10 damage to him. So even though this says he's up to 20 health, we've really got to get him down to 10 on when that triggers. And here we go. It's going to trigger this time. I don't really know why he didn't put the barrier on, to be honest. So we're just going to Albert Super Evo, get him below 10, pass the turn, and then hope that the crest should finish it off. And there it is.
My prayers have failed.
Not sure why he didn't use the temple to at least try and put a barrier on, but GG. So I hope you like that one, guys. Don't forget to hit that like and thumbs up, and I'll see you very shortly for the first meta snapshot of the Heirs of Omen. Thanks again, guys. Take it easy.